It's the most common form of cancer in men between the ages of 15 and 34. About 8,000 men are diagnosed with testicular cancer every year. Here to share their personal story and to tell us what we as women should know about this disease is cancer survivor Bob Hammer, his wife Kim, and their children Shayna and Joshua. Welcome to the show, guys.
Hi.
Wonderful information that we wives, moms, sisters, daughters need to know. First of all, how did you know you even had testicular cancer? Were there any symptoms?
No symptoms. I felt a little teeny tiny lump in my testicle, and even the second time when it came back, I've had it twice. Second time when it came back, I had a tumor this big with a cucumber going up into my neck, and I had some back pain. But there was, I was playing softball, I was playing a lot of ball, and I
just assume maybe you had a pulled muscle or something. Now, you had your daughter Shayna at the time, and I guess you had planned on having more kids.
Absolutely.
And then maybe there was this fear that that wasn't going to happen. Kim, tell me, as moms, and especially of moms of young boys, I had no idea that it hits kids so young.
Yes, it does.
What do moms need to be looking out for? What advice could you give them?
I think that moms need to be proactive. It's, honey, you need to check yourself and take them to the pediatrician, have the doctors show them how to check themselves, and make sure they're doing it. It's like a monthly breast exam for a woman. You have to do it, and you start young. Okay, it starts at 15, start at 13. And get them used to it and let them know there's nothing to be ashamed about. This is important. It's very dangerous cancer. The younger you are, the more dangerous it is.
Now, you had talked about that a little bit earlier with me. The younger the boy, the more dangerous this can be, and it's probably because of the hormones reaching puberty.
Absolutely. All that testosterone, it's just your body is going.
And it goes just the same speed as your hormones.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, I know, like with women, when we're going through menopause, they say you need to be on the lookout for breast cancer, so it's kind of the same thing. And when we're doing our monthly checks for ourselves, we need to get our guys doing that as well.
Definitely.
Okay, well, that's good to know. Now, when you first got diagnosed, they removed one testicle.
Correct.
And so I guess at that point, you were still hoping you could have more kids, but that didn't seem like that was going to happen.
No, we were unable to store sperm in my particular case. I found out on a Friday night at 8 o'clock with a doctor. Started chemotherapy the following Monday morning. So no, that wasn't a viable option for us at that time.
And I guess you had originally gone to a urologist.
I did.
And he was the one that initially did the first treatment, but there was no treatment with an oncologist at that time.
No, there wasn't. And after the 26 rounds of chemotherapy was when we raised a little bit of money and ended up.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess what we're talking about now, and probably one of the biggest lessons that all our viewers could learn right now, is it's so important to get that second opinion, because when you got your first opinion, they were going to make it impossible for you to even have your second child, Joshua, here. And during that whole period of getting the second opinion, you met Lance Armstrong.
Right. Finished 26 rounds of chemotherapy, and during that time we had raised money to go to Austin, Texas for Lance's Ride for the Roses event. Ended up meeting Lance and Lance's oncologist, who was a pioneer in testicular cancer research.
Right.
He heard my story and felt as though I would not need a surgery that was scheduled for me the following week. Just a routine follow-up surgery. I had 3 small tumors left in my body, and they felt like the general protocol is you go in and get those.
Right.
Lance's oncologist felt like, you probably don't need that surgery, this is just scar tissue. If I would have had that surgery, we would not have been able to have children again.
It is amazing to me how many different options are out there, and also amazing to me how few options people know about.
Yeah, it's true.
Well,
most times you just think, and I was 29 years old, and even at that age you kind of think like, well, he's the doctor, he's the one who went to school for all those times.
Exactly.
So you just think, oh, okay, that's what you should do, but that's not always the case.
Right. All right. Well, you guys are giving back to the community a little bit. You guys have got the Have a Ball golf tournament. Can you talk about that a little bit and what's going on with that?
Sure. This is our 4th annual Have a Ball golf tournament this Friday down in Sunnyvale, presented by Ariba, one of our big sponsor. And this year we're going to raise $185,000. We've raised $450,000 since 2005. And this year we have 52 corporate sponsors, 200 corporations involved. unbelievable.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your story. As a wife and a mom and a sister, I just think that this is such important information,
Yes.
and we're glad to see your kids are here.
Well, thank you for having me.
For more information about Bob and Kim's Have a Ball golf tournament, please go to our website.